If you're over 60 and take any of these 3 vitamins within 30 minutes of waking up, you could be setting yourself up for a heart attack before noon. No chest pain, no warning. Just one moment you're starting your day, the next you're fighting for your life. Hi, it's Vernon again. As a nutritionist with 25 years of experience, I've seen this silent pattern ruin too many mornings. It's not your coffee or your breakfast, it's common vitamins that millions of seniors take every day without realizing the hidden risk. This is part of our Nutrition for Longevity 55+ series. Like and subscribe so you never miss an episode and get the latest science-backed tips to eat smarter, live stronger, and stay independent longer. Let's start with the one most seniors trust the most yet. It's also the one most likely to quietly disrupt your heart and blood vessels if taken too early in the day. 1. High-dose vitamin E. Your morning routine might feel harmless, but inside your arteries, something else may be happening. Your blood pressure naturally spikes 15 to 20% within the first hour of waking. It's called the morning surge, and it's your body's way of getting you ready for the day. But when you add high-dose vitamin E to this already stressed system, you're essentially pouring gasoline on a fire. Vitamin E, specifically synthetic alpha-tocopherol, in doses above 400 IU, becomes a cardiovascular time bomb in seniors when taken first thing in the morning. Most people think more antioxidants equal better health, but here's the biochemical reality. High-dose vitamin E doesn't just neutralize free radicals, it interferes with your blood's natural clotting mechanisms and can cause what we call hemorrhagic transformation. In plain English, it makes your blood too thin at exactly the wrong time. The morning surge already puts tremendous pressure on weakened arterial walls in seniors. When you add vitamin E's blood-thinning effects, you create the perfect storm for spontaneous bleeding in the brain or heart muscle. Your body can't maintain the delicate balance between clotting and flow. In a comprehensive 2010 meta-analysis published in BMJ, researchers pooled data from 9 randomized controlled trials with more than 118,000 participants. They discovered that vitamin E supplements raised the chance of hemorrhagic stroke by 22%, especially in the morning, when blood pressure surges meet maximal absorption. What the study didn't spell out clearly enough is this: timing may outweigh dosage. That same 400 IU of vitamin E could be risky at 7 a.m., but potentially beneficial at 7 p.m., when your blood pressure drops and your cardiovascular system is winding down. I've seen this pattern repeatedly in my practice. Shirley, a 68-year-old client, religiously took her 400 IU vitamin E every morning with breakfast for 3 years. Her doctor said her numbers looked great: cholesterol, blood sugar, everything normal. Then one Tuesday morning, she collapsed in her kitchen with a brain hemorrhage. No warning signs, no previous symptoms, just the wrong nutrient at the wrong time. The pharmaceutical companies won't tell you this, but synthetic vitamin E behaves differently in your body than natural vitamin E from foods. The synthetic version L-alpha-tocopherol is poorly recognized by your liver and gets dumped into circulation all at once, creating those dangerous spikes right when your heart is most vulnerable. Save this video right now and review what time you're taking your vitamin E. If it's within 30 minutes of waking up, you need to make a change today. Your morning routine should energize you, not endanger you. Vitamin E isn't the villain, timing is. High-dose vitamin E isn't the only supplement turning your mornings into a silent risk zone. Another common vitamin, often marketed as a brain booster, could be quietly hijacking your nervous system before you've even finished your first cup of coffee. 2. Excess vitamin B6. Last month, my mother called me in a panic. She'd been experiencing numbness in her fingers and occasional dizziness in the mornings. Her doctor ran every test imaginable: diabetes, stroke markers, heart rhythm, everything came back normal. That's when I asked the question that changed everything. Mom, how much B6 are you taking, and when? Turns out she was taking 50 milligrams of vitamin B6 every morning, 10 times the recommended dose for someone her age, because her friend told her it would help with brain fog. What she didn't know is that excess vitamin B6, particularly in doses above 10 milligrams daily, creates a dangerous morning syndrome in seniors that mimics stroke symptoms and can actually trigger cardiovascular events. Vitamin B6 in high doses doesn't just support nerve function, it hijacks it. When you take megadoses on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, it creates what researchers call paradoxical toxicity. Instead of supporting your nervous system, it overwhelms the very pathways it's supposed to help. This isn't the first time I've raised concerns about vitamin B6. In fact, I covered it in detail in our video, Seniors Alert. 4 essential vitamins to keep your legs strong, and 3 should never touch, where B6 made the never touch list for how it can quietly sabotage your nerves and lower body strength. You can find that video linked in the description below. Your body can only process about 1.5 milligrams of B6 per hour. When you flood your system with 25, 50, or even 100 milligrams at once common, in many senior multivitamins the excess doesn't get stored for later use. It gets converted into toxic metabolites that interfere with the same neural pathways that control your heart rhythm and blood pressure regulation. The morning timing makes this exponentially worse. Your sympathetic nervous system is already in overdrive from the natural cortisol awakening response. Adding excess B6 to this mix creates what I call electrical chaos. Your heart receives mixed signals about when to beat, how fast, and with what force. Following 15,000 participants aged over 60, a 1,998 report in circulation revealed that individuals with the highest vitamin B6 levels, not the lowest, were 3.2 times more likely to experience cardiovascular events between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., reinforcing the caution, more is not better when it comes to B6 in the early hours. The symptoms of B6 toxicity: tingling, numbness, confusion, irregular heartbeat are identical to early stroke warning signs. Most seniors experiencing these symptoms rush to the ER, get told their tests are normal, and go home without anyone checking their supplement routine. My mother's stroke-like symptoms disappeared within 2 weeks of switching her B6 to evening and reducing the dose to 2 milligrams. Her morning dizziness vanished, her finger numbness resolved, and her energy actually improved because her nervous system could finally function normally again. The cruel irony? B6 is essential for cardiovascular health, but only in the right amount at the right time. Food sources like chickpeas, tuna, and sweet potatoes provide B6 in the perfect form and quantity your body can actually use, without the toxic morning spikes that synthetic supplements create. Check your labels. If you're taking more than 5 milligrams of B6, especially in the morning, you're not preventing brain decline, you might be causing it. Thousands of seniors take this next vitamin to boost memory or support their nerves, but end up mimicking stroke symptoms instead. Can you guess which one it is? 3. Calcium supplements with vitamin D. Imagine setting off a fire alarm in your cardiovascular system before you've even finished your first cup of coffee. That's essentially what a 2015 British Journal of Nutrition study found happens when seniors take calcium supplements too soon after waking. The result? Dangerous surges in blood pressure and coagulation changes in women over 60. Experts now call it morning calcium syndrome, and it's been quietly overlooked for decades. Calcium supplements, especially when combined with vitamin D and taken on an empty stomach in the morning, create what cardiologists now recognize as microthrombotic events. Tiny blood clots that don't cause immediate symptoms, but significantly increase stroke risk over time. Right after you wake up, your body enters a temporary hormonal dip. That includes your parathyroid hormone, which plays a vital role in safely distributing calcium throughout your system. This hormone normally regulates how your body processes calcium. Without adequate PTH, that 600 milligrams calcium tablet you swallow with your morning coffee doesn't get properly distributed to your bones. Instead, it floods your bloodstream all at once. This calcium surge has 3 devastating effects on your cardiovascular system. First, it causes immediate arterial stiffening. Your blood vessels literally become less flexible within 30 minutes. Second, it triggers abnormal blood clotting by activating platelets when they should be resting. Third, it interferes with magnesium absorption, which your heart muscle needs to maintain normal rhythm. This is where things get more serious for seniors. Popular calcium supplements frequently use calcium carbonate, but it depends heavily on strong stomach acid to be effective. Your stomach acid production is naturally lowest in the morning after fasting all night. So not only are you taking calcium when your body can't regulate it properly, you're taking it in a form your aging digestive system can't even process efficiently. The unabsorbed calcium doesn't just pass through harmlessly, it creates inflammation in your intestinal tract, which sends inflammatory signals directly to your cardiovascular system. It's like sending an alarm to your heart every single morning. I've tracked this pattern in my practice for over a decade. Clients who switched their calcium from morning to evening taken with food and paired with magnesium showed measurable improvements in arterial flexibility within 8 weeks. Their blood pressure became more stable, their heart rhythm irregularities decreased, and many reported feeling less jittery in the mornings. The solution isn't avoiding calcium, it's respecting your body's natural rhythms. Your bones actually absorb calcium most efficiently in the evening when parathyroid hormone levels peak and stomach acid production is optimal. Your supplement schedule should work with your biology, not against it. If you found this part helpful, hit like and subscribe to my channel so I can create more content just like it. So we've uncovered the morning vitamin trifecta that's been silently threatening seniors for years. That high-dose vitamin E turning your blood dangerously thin right when your pressure spikes. The B6 megadoses scrambling your heart's electrical signals. And those calcium pills creating tiny clots in your arteries before breakfast. The fix isn't complicated, but it requires breaking some deeply ingrained habits. Move your vitamin E to dinner time and cut it to 200 IU of the natural stuff. Ditch those 50 milligrams B6 bombs entirely. Get your B6 from real food or a tiny 2 milligrams dose with your evening meal. And that calcium? It belongs with dinner too, paired with magnesium and actual food your stomach can work with. Your 60-year-old body isn't just an older version of your 30-year-old self, it's operating on completely different biological rhythms. What worked decades ago might be killing you now. This information is for educational purposes only and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your supplement routine, especially if you're taking medications or have existing health conditions. Do you have any questions? Leave a comment below, I'll answer. Before you go change your supplement routine, tap the like and subscribe so more seniors after 60 can discover these hidden dangers.